Come on, Dennis.
How's it going, everybody? Flint from Flint and Steel Survival bringing you this video today. It is for the Fatman, Chad, over at the Fatman channel. Great dude, good friend. Ever since I started YouTube, he's always been there supporting me. I support him. I don't do giveaway VRs anymore. I haven't for a long time. But for Chad, I'll make an exception. He wants to see a kind of video you've never seen before from my channel. I mean, he was talking about like a piece of gear I haven't shown, but I'm going to do something completely different. This goes all the way back to high school. By the way, link in the description below for Chad. Please go check him out. And I'm going to also try to dual film this. I got my GoPro. Alright guys, sorry about that. So, like I said, back to high school. I'm dual filming this. I got my GoPro chest level to show you what's going on from first person, as well as this camera I'll have set up over here. So what we're going to do today is we're going to teach you how to do intro stencil and screen print it, or not screen print it, but transfer print it onto this here piece of cloth. So you can do this to anything, flags, t-shirts. I've done shirts before this way. In high school I did a screen printing class, and so we're going to see if this turns out any good. What you're going to need is some fabric paint. This is just cheap, you can get it at Walmart. This is just the black. I haven't used it forever. You'll need something to put your paint on. This is my paint plate. Whatever cloth you want to print on. This is just going to be so that when the ink goes through the paint goes through the cloth, it doesn't get on my table. You're going to need something to cut out your stencil with. You're going to need a brush. I really like these sponge brushes. Scissors, maybe, and you're going to need a pen to draw with. So your stencil can be made out of anything. It's usually a one-use stencil. If you're making it this way, a way you can save them is to make either a screen for screen printing, or you can clear spray paint, or otherwise like maybe even lamination would work, your stencil. But I'm just going to use an index card. We're going to do a small design today. We're going to do something quick. I'm just going to draw up a really blocky flint. So this isn't going to be the best one you guys have ever seen. Like I said, I'm doing it quick. The T kind of got screwed up, so now you're going to take your blade. Hopefully I'm not too much in your way with this GoPro. So there's our F. Like I said, guys, I'm trying to do this quick for you. Honestly, my cuts are going to be straighter than the pen, so if it looks like I'm going outside the lines, don't mind it, because honestly they're going to turn out better that way. It's kind of sad when I can cut straighter than I can draw, huh? I'm going to go for this T first. That end's going to need a lot of help. Let's see how we're faring on this T real quick. Oh, that's not too bad. And then we'll just do this. Cut straight across. Straight across. I broke one of the cardinal rules. I cut some of the top off this paper, so as you can see right there, that would definitely be a one use, because it's not, the paint's going to get in there and going to make it soft. Let's try this. Like I said, I'm going to try to help out this end. It kind of turned crappy. I'll make it more blocky to match the rest. Another thing that's going to be hard about this design is this center of the end is going to want to lift up and let paint go under it, so I'm going to have to be really careful around that. So if you can look from this side, this is kind of what it's going to look like printed. Looks like I need to take a little bit more off the bottom of the T, make it even with the rest. There we go. So that's backwards, obviously, but we're going to use this side. So now put your, get all this out of the way, close your razor blade for safety. Alright. Now this has to be very tight against it so that the paint doesn't leak. We're going to put this guy over here. Always shake up your paint really well. You don't want hard crusty bubbles on it. Alright, I'm just going to use a little bit today. Obviously my design is very small. Now use your foam brush. Let's see if I can get out of the way again. But like I said, it's very important to make sure that you keep the paper down so the paint doesn't leak. Under your stencil. And I haven't done this for a while, like I said, so bear with me. This one probably won't turn out very good. And you're more going to press it into the fabric. This stuff is machine wash safe. I've washed stuff with it before. Sorry guys, that camera footage is not going to be very good. And you definitely don't want to move your stencil while you're in the middle of it. And the paint kind of helps you stick it down a little bit. And when you press down, it's a lot easier not to let the paint go under the stencil, because you're kind of pressing the stencil down with your brush. If I were going to keep this, if it was something important to me, I'd go over it a couple times. But since it's not, we're just going to pull this off. Just like so. So you've got yourself a little print. Just going to throw that away. Now see, the bottom piece of paper is to protect that ink from going onto whatever surface you're using. Here we go. I've set up this very complicated drying apparatus. If it's a shirt, you have to keep something like this in between to make sure it doesn't print all the way through the shirt to the other side unless you want the duplicate image. But it's just literally a binder clip on this with my axe as a weight just to dry it. So I'll come back to you when it's all dry, guys. Alright guys, just to show you, this is what it looks like if you're doing a full outfit or shirt. So this used to say 801, I kind of smeared it a little bit. This was my practice thing. Then I got my Utah Salt Lake City Rejects with my little equal arms cross in the center, and like I said, it smeared a little bit. I moved the stencil that had this part on it while I was printing, so it kind of screwed up. But that's how easy it is. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, it's simple as that. Hope you all learned something. Hope you enjoyed. And have a good one. Bye.